Today, the Blue Jackets continue their series with the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's a best-of-5 qualifying series. The Blue Jackets are up 1-0 I'm Bob McElligott, along with Jody Shelley. This is the Rink Report, and it's brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. Jody, the Blue Jackets get that lead by winning 2-0 on Sunday. A very impressive playoff performance for the Blue Jackets. Wouldn't you agree?
Bob, it was awesome. And it was such a tight checking game. As advertised for the Blue Jackets, I was impressed by the Leafs and how tightly checking they were. I thought they had a good game plan. But the Blue Jackets did it to a T. It didn't matter who was on the ice. They played the same way to a man. I thought it was impressive. They have to feel good about themselves. And the game today, thanks to your backdrop there, the nice reminder that it's at 4 o'clock today instead of saying tonight. The Blue Jackets need to build on that, Bob. And they know that. It's imperative to do more of the same, but ramp it up even more because you expect a big push here from the Leafs, who do not want to fall behind 2-0.
Well, I guess it shouldn't be much of a surprise that Blue Jackets came in and played the way that they did. Of course, they have the experience of what they did to the Tampa Bay Lightning last spring to draw upon. But as Boone Jenner says, over the last couple of years, this team has just transformed. It was a team that had hoped to get into the playoffs, and now they're a group that expects to be there.
Every year coming to camp, we set that standard. We want to keep elevating it, and getting that playoff win last year, I think, made us hungry coming into this year. And, we had a good year of just staying with it, getting wins together. And now that we got everyone back, we're excited. And, we need to do what makes us successful and play that way.
Boone Jenner, just a great leader, a presence in every single shift all the time with this team, and a huge factor. And a guy that understands that, I don't care who you talk to, they're going to say that they expect to be in the playoffs and training camp and at the beginning of the year. But with the Blue Jackets, they do expect it. And Boone Jenner is one of those guys that does. He was here in a few years where they didn't make the playoffs, and there was a lot of frustration. They understand a few things like how hard it is to get in the playoffs, how hard you have to work as a team to get in there, and then the value and the excitement when you do get in there. So love Boone Jenner, love his thoughts there, and he's a key factor here in every single time he's on the ice.
And that really has all been a changing of the culture, hasn't it, Jody, where you go from hoping to expecting?
Yeah, listen, we all hope, and we all say the right things, and we all believe. But until you really taste it, until you have disappointment as a team and as a group, like the Jackets have, even last year when they lost to the Bruins, and they thought they should have played the Carolina Hurricanes and been in the Eastern Conference Final at least, maybe even the Stanley Cup Final. Those things build you up, and as Torts would say, put skin on you. So a guy like Jenner, who comes in with a lot of character, when he really believes, you really understand what he says in the locker room.
Well, a guy that is new to this culture, because he's new not just to the Blue Jackets, but to the National Hockey League, is Liam Foudy. And Foudy says that as he and his teammates played on Sunday night, he could see the Toronto Maple Leafs just getting frustrated.
Playing against our system, it's not fun for an offensive team. And to do what we did in that final period of trying to hold on to a lead and play our system the way the coaching staff wants us to play it, it was key to us getting that win and holding on to a lead near the end. And holding to no shots is obviously the best way to hold on to a lead.
Yeah, that's great. Liam Foudy was part of that, that team presence where not only on the forecheck, he's a smart kid. He picked up the Blue Jackets system very quickly. So to see him do that on the ice and to fit in quite comfortably and then to notice the frustration, that's a key, because you tell athletes a game plan. You explain to it what will work. They'll believe you to a point. Now, when they go out and do it and see it, it builds confidence and it builds trust in that system. So look for that to grow even tighter as the Blue Jackets move along here.
You and I talked to Liam Foudy about a week or so ago, and one of the things he said he was really having to adjust to was when he was playing for the London Knights in the Ontario Hockey League, is they played man-to-man defense. So he was always using his speed and following the same guy, staying with that guy all around the ice. The Blue Jackets are more of a zone team when it comes to that, so he is making those adjustments. But how much does that blazing speed that he possesses help him, even if he makes a little mistake, the fact that he can quickly get back into position?
Well, zone is a little different. It causes you to think a little more. As man-to-man, it's just, you really just hustle and try to stay with your guy. It's very, obviously, a very defined responsibility. But in zone, There's switch offs that happen, especially with wingers and defensemen. When your guy goes down the wall and leaves your kind of area, you have to tell the D, all right, switch. There's things that happen. So his speed is a factor in a lot of different areas. I think he can surprise on the forecheck, but also close and get into shot lanes, which is a crucial thing for the Blue Jackets. You know, they're not rushing to the point. You don't see their defenders when they're in position go all the way out to the puck right away. The first move is a lateral one to get in that shot lane between the puck and the net, and then they proceed. So I think he's done a good job of closing time and space with that speed.
All right, let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs. The pressure is on them today. There's no question about that. The numbers really favor the teams that win the first game of a best-of-5. Once you get to a 2-0 deficit, well, in the past, teams have won 98% of those games. Only one team has come back from being down 2-0 in a best-of-5. So the pressure is on for the Toronto Maple Leafs today. The pressure is always on for Toronto, Jody, and even though there are no fans in the building, they're still playing at home. I'm sure they can still feel it. What adjustments do you expect to see out of Toronto today?
Well, I think that team will fight a little harder to get to the blue paint. I thought the Blue Jackets did a really nice job that as the play got tighter to Jonas Korpisalo and the Blue Jackets crease, things got really crowded. The Blue Jackets really cluttered up that area and didn't let anyone get in or attack or even skate through that area in front of Jonas Korpisalo. Look for the Leafs to have more of a concentrated effort to try to put pucks in that area right in front of the crease, make the Blue Jackets defenders turn, and then fight for rebounds. I really think they're going to do that. You saw them defer to a pass quite a bit, even Kapanen on a breakaway. He had a partial break against Ryan Murray. Looked like at least he get a shot on net, but he button hooked in front of Korpisalo looking for some help on a pass. I think that is a highlight reel that they would have looked at the Leafs and said, no, the mentality needs to pump more pucks at Jonas Korpisalo and look for them again to try to really feed anybody to get shots.
Sometimes that happens with an offensively talented team, doesn't it? Where you're looking to score the pretty goal and make the extra pass instead of just getting the puck on net.
I think that Toronto's an analytics team, and I think that off the pass gives you a better chance, higher percentage chance to score those goals instead of a direct shot. But I think in this series, with those passes not there, and the Blue Jackets like Wenberg, Jenner, all these guys in the center of the ice who have great sticks are breaking up, and that's where the frustration's been settling in, part of it. There's a lot of layers to go through, a lot of sticks to go through to make that pass. So instead of trying to change the percentage in which the Leafs are able to do when they make that pass, and they're able to do usually, it increases the percentage of that shot. They're going for low percentage shots and just try to get different plays and grind a little more.
Late afternoon hockey today. The puck drops at 4 o'clock. Jody will be on Fox Sports Ohio with the game. I'll be on the Blue Jackets radio network. Our pregame coverage will start at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Blue Jackets trying to take a stranglehold in this series on the Toronto Maple Leafs. They lead 1-0 and are trying to get to even better position here today. They can do that with a win. Jody, thank you very much.
My pleasure, Bob. See you later.
That has been the Rink Report. It's been brought to you by Tel Ohio Credit Union. For Jody Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.